snake?
The California Kingsnake.
Please tell me more.
This is the snake that eat rattlesnakes, y'all. This snake eat all other snakes. These snakes are immune to rattlesnake, or semi-immune to rattlesnake venom. This snake eat everything. They eat other snakes. They eat lizards. These snakes eat rodents. They eat whatever they can fit in their mouth. These snakes will eat it, and that's why they call them king snakes. My favorite wild species in California is the California Kingsnake. It's time to release him back into the wild so he can do his population control. You feel me? These snakes are good at it. It was nice meeting you, little king. All right.
King snakes are actually pretty cool.
Look at this little California toad. Right, here's another California toad crossing the road. Wow, this one's kind of big too. Look at him. Yeah, man.
Wow, Trap Nature. I had no idea the Bay Area had all these cool animals. Are there any more?
The California night snake. I found this snake right here in the Bay Area. Northern California night snake, y'all. Look at this. And y'all know night snakes have vertical pupils because they kind of look like rattlesnakes because of their pupils.
Now those are some nice looking eyes.
But this is a harmless colubrid snake, non-venomous. They're not dangerous to people, but they are definitely amazing and beautiful to find. I just wanted to give a little PSA. Since it's after daylight savings, there are rattlesnakes popping up, like this little juvenile, tiny little rattlesnake, neonate. See how he's well camouflaged, you know, in his environment. They're very hard to see. Sometimes they're tan and brown like this one, sometimes they're green. You know, they blend in well out here. But I just wanted to give a heads up. If you got dogs, you know what I'm saying, keep your dogs on a leash if they're not snake trained, and watch your step. But I also want to say, man, don't give these rattlesnakes no hate. You know, these are creatures, living creatures. The universe created these creatures, so we ain't got no say-so, whether they belong here or not. You know what I'm saying? Just understand these animals and leave them alone and let them do their job in the ecosystem. Snakes don't want no smoke. They'd rather just, you know, keep to themselves and do their own thing. We just go respect life. This purpose of this post is about respecting life. All right? So we on a trail. And look, y'all see that footprint right there? I'm gonna zoom in on it. Y'all see the shoe print? But look, somebody stepped right next to a rattlesnake and didn't even know. I'm pretty sure the rattlesnake didn't bite nobody because they're not aggressive animals. But that just lets you know you need to be careful where you step. Because if you would have stepped actually on the rattlesnake, this rattlesnake probably would have bit you. So be careful where you step. Now let them know, Sydney, rattlesnakes ain't dangerous unless you bother them or touch them, right?
Yep.
All right. They bite out of defense. They bite to get you off of them if you're stepping on them. Another rattlesnake in a little den side area. Now this is after I found the king snake. Subadult rattlesnake, and that king snake I found was actually big enough to eat this rattlesnake right here. All right, here's an even bigger rattlesnake right here. Yeah, I'm seeing them. It's still March. We at the end of March, the tail end of March. And I'm seeing rattlesnakes all over the place. Just so you know, daylight savings, you know, when the sun is out longer, that heats up the earth, you know, it kind of triggers all the snakes that's been, you know, tucked away for the cold winter to come out, you know, start, it's like an alarm clock when the ground starts to heat up, you know, from the sun being out longer. You're gonna start to see more and more snakes come out. But as soon as the month of April hit, towards the middle of April, you're gonna start to see snakes everywhere because that's breeding season for a lot of reptiles, a lot of animals in general. Springtime. Yeah, that's love season. That's when the flowers blossom. That's when all the snakes are mating, the birds are mating, and everybody's having a, you know what I'm saying, multiplying good time. Hey, shout out to Lovemore. And that Oakland Tarzan. Look, y'all remember this girl right here? This the girl from the video from last year. Look, she's still in the same spot. Look, you remember this fallen tree? So y'all know exactly where I'm at. When you see this fallen tree under this tent, look at this female rattlesnake, y'all. I know y'all remember her. This the one I've been seeing for the last 5 to 6 years. Cause it's 225. Oh yeah, this is the same female, y'all. We found a juvenile Pacific gopher snake, a large lizard in his belly. I'm gonna put him down because I don't want him regurgitating his food. So I'm gonna put him back down. Not gonna hold him for too long. I just wanted to get a photo of the common species you find out here. Oh, there's some coyote puppies in the grass. Y'all see this? Look. Hold on, let me see if I can get close. Walk up on 2 coyotes. Y'all see this? There's 2 of them. They over here now. They see something. I don't know what it is they see, but whatever it is, they own it. Oh, look, y'all. More coyotes. Look, another one. Look, y'all. Oh, those are the parents. Those are the parents, y'all, and there's 2 puppies. Look, y'all, it's a whole pack of coyotes right here. Oh, wow, I'm glad I didn't bring my dog. He's running out of here. Look, y'all. A little barrier coyote. Look at him marking his territory. Look, he's like, I'm getting out of here, y'all. Y'all seen them coyotes? Yeah, that ain't my first time running into a pack. Yeah, I see packs of coyotes all the time. I remember the coyotes we just saw. All right, I found where they came from. They came out of here. So I think they've been dented inside of here. It could be some puppies down in there. I'm not about to go see. I'm not about to go check. But I think they've been dented down here, y'all. This is where they've been staying at, rent-free. On an old structure. Cause this is where I seen the parents come from. So I just walked exactly where I saw the parents run out of, and they ran from this direction. So I'm almost certain that this is where they were staying. Cause look at the bones down there. Y'all see all the bones? There's been a predator down here storing food, storing meat. Like they were storing meat for puppies or something. So this is where I believe the coyotes were staying. I'm gonna get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Get out of their space, get out of their territory. Let them do what coyotes do. Look, y'all, I found another rattlesnake. Man, finding all these reptiles out here, I feel like a little kid in a candy store, you know, looking at all different flavors. That's what it feels like to me as an adult out here finding all these reptiles, different type of reptiles. So now how you feeling?
Good.
You feeling good? All right, we on our way. Y'all, check this out. Look what we just found. Sydney's holding one of the most prettiest Pacific gopher snakes I've seen all year. Wow, look at this snake, y'all. Look, he got a little pattern on his head. Y'all see the pattern on his head? All right, tell me what you just observed, Sydney.
So this snake right here, if you look at the tail up close,
Let me see.
it has a little orange tip.
Oh, wow, y'all see that? You're right. Let me zoom in on this, hold on. This Pacific gopher snake, the tip of his tail is like a bright orange color. Look like a stinger, huh?
Yeah.
But it's not, it's just the way the tail is made. But y'all see that? Orange tip. It's an orange tip gopher snake. Yeah, these snakes are in the Pituophis family. Bull snakes, pine snakes, and gopher snakes. They're all related. But these are the snakes that mimic rattlesnakes, but they're harmless to humans. They have no venom. The majority of the times I find them in the wild, they're very calm, just like this one. Sometimes you may find a little feisty one. He may try to pretend to be a rattlesnake to scare you. I don't care how many times I see him. I'll always be excited to see a gorgeous Pacific gopher snake, y'all. Yeah, y'all, these snakes go crazy. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Animal are you looking for over here?
We're looking for a garter. garter snake.
Garter snakes. And what else?
And also toads.
Toads. We're looking for toads and we're looking for garter snakes. Y'all heard it. All right, we are at the river looking for amphibians and even some garter snakes. Oh yeah, this place is beautiful. Y'all see this beautiful western pond turtle? Oh yeah, that's a native species, the western pond turtle, y'all. It's a group of them. Y'all see that? That's a subadult western pond turtle. They get a lot bigger than this. They look a little bit similar to the invasive red-eared sliders that we have out here, but they're not the same. I can definitely see the difference. And y'all look, there's some more western pond turtles right there. You see the little tiny juvenile one at the top? That one might be one of the ones that I caught last year because I caught some little tiny hatchlings last year. Y'all see this? Western pond turtles, y'all. These are Bay Area native species. And I see another one swimming in the water. So they out here. See the two turtles? There's one at the bottom, one on the log, and one halfway in the water. See them moving down there? Oh yeah, western pond turtles, y'all. And I'm seeing a bunch of little tiny babies, so they're definitely breeding here. They're multiplying, as soon as they're doing, look at all the fish in the water, y'all. There's plenty of food here. There's fish everywhere in this water. Schools of fish just swimming and doing what fish do, you know what I'm saying? What's out, y'all? I just caught a garter snake. Look, while I'm looking at the turtle, look, there's another garter snake right there. Y'all see it? Diablo range garter snake, y'all. It was another one right here, but he got away. While I'm looking at the turtle, I just happened to see some garter snake, some Diablo range garter snakes. It was another one right here, but he dipped off. I was moving too slow. But it's all good. At least I got one of them. So it must be a snake den around here somewhere. 'Cause it's like I seen like 4 of them since I've been down here. Look at the snake. Y'all see him? I just released him and he darted across that water. Y'all see him over there? But he swam away so fast like a torpedo, I didn't get a chance to record it. But you see him over there at the edge of on the other side of the pond at the edge. Yeah, the Bay Area, man, when it comes to reptiles and amphibians, we have such a huge diversity. And I'm here for it. Y'all hear the birds? They up there singing, huh? Springtime. Oh, just seen another garter snake. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of garter snakes over here, y'all. They all over the place. But I think I got enough of them on tape. Right now, I'm trying to see what else I can find. Another juvenile California Kingsnake. And this one is young. This is what they look like when they're babies, y'all, hatchlings. But y'all see, this one has almost like yellowish bands. The last one I recorded had white bands. This one bands are kind of yellowish, you notice? Has more of a creamish color to the bands. But I love these snakes, y'all. This is my favorite species. I'm real happy that I found it. You know, that's one thing I love about coming to the forest, y'all, because you never know what you may find. You know what I'm saying? Made it back to the caves, y'all. Let them know.
We're back at the cave.
That's right. We're back at the caves, y'all. Trapnaturetv. We're in the wilderness, y'all. The Bay Area wilderness. Be careful, grasshopper. All right. Man, you know what? It's eerily quiet out here. Got a visitor. Wow. Just came out of nowhere. That's a big vulture, ain't it? You got it?
Yep.
All right. go. Y'all scared of the cave?
No, because maybe it's not the rain.
All right. We climbing mountains, y'all. We're on our way up to the top. Y'all doing well. Y'all doing well. Come on.
That was better than scared.
Y'all check this out.
Don't go in.
Y'all remember this one from the first video?
I don't know, but I hear something.
We gotta get out of here. Man, today's a very nice day. It ain't too hot. It ain't too cold. It's the perfect day to go look for some reptiles. I'm back in the rattlesnake field. And y'all see I got on my snake boots. You feel me? You know, I wouldn't be walking through all this grass with all these camouflaged rattlesnakes over here if I didn't have my, you know, my snake armor boots on. But I'm over here by this fallen tree. You know, this famous fallen tree that I always record. And I'm coming to see if that female rattlesnake is over here that I see every year. And it's breeding season, so she might have a mate under here. Let's see if she's home. Is she home? I see one, it's not her, but I see a, hold on, y'all see that? I see a rattlesnake. It ain't her, but I do see a rattlesnake. She's bigger. Oh, I see her. She's right there under the tree. Y'all see her right there? She's right there in the shade, underneath the fallen tree. Y'all see her right there in the shade? So she is home. And look, there's another, that look like a little male right there, so they might be breeding. Look at her, look, y'all, she's moving. Y'all see her moving under there? All right. Y'all hear her now? That's her rattling right now. So she is home. I told y'all, man, rattlesnakes, they normally live in the same den sites their whole lives. That's why it's important, you know, to not damage their habitat. Because a lot of snakes, reptiles, will live in the same habitat. Now this is year 5 that I've been seeing this snake right here, the same snake. I got her in previous videos. If you scroll down and look at my rattlesnake videos from previous years, you would definitely see her. This beautiful green snake. I even brought people here to see her. So this is the snake I'm making famous, y'all. She gonna be a celebrity. She gonna be an Oakland celebrity by the time I'm finished with her. All right, Trap Nature, I'm out. Let's see what's under here. Whoop. Baby rattlesnake. Little juvenile, y'all see that? Neonate. All right, he's on the move. But yeah, the little rattlesnake buzzing at me. You hear his little buzzer? Yeah, you never know what you may clip. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of rattlesnakes today, recording a lot of them too. But I guess I'll record this one too because of the size. All right, put this back down.